What's up, comic book fans, and welcome to Comics Icons. Now, JJ, what they call me, and today we got the first issue of a new ongoing Deadpool series. And with the MCU dropping a new Deadpool and Wolverine movie later on this year, I know you guys are as excited for the Merc with the Mouth as I am. And I don't think this new series is going to disappoint either. And the timing of it just couldn't be better. Deadpool is getting a brand new hardcore villain and will be looking to get his own team by the end of this. So if you guys are ready for some Wade Wilson in your lives and to take this new, likely very insane ride, then you guys know what time it is. Let's get it. And you guys let me know in the comments, when you read Deadpool comics now, do you hear Ryan Reynolds' voice in your head now like I do? That's when you know you found the perfect casting. But this story picks up with Deadpool in a cargo plane 15,000 feet above Canadian airspace, and he's with a symbiote dog daughter. Yeah, you heard that right. A symbiote dog daughter named Princess. See, she was born by bursting out of his chest. And he's also got a human daughter named Ellie, but she's not here now, though. But Deadpool starts off with feeling sorry for himself right now about the state that his life is in, and he chooses to deal with it by burying himself in his mercenary work. And he's flying over his target right now as he and Princess leap off the plane, without a parachute, of course. As they fall towards the target, Princess asks Deadpool if they will go home after she eats all the bad guys, but Wade tells her that the job is their home now. As we pick up with this unlucky group of guys at this home in Montreal. And one guy is talking about their suits, that the boss would have gotten a better quality of guard if he didn't spend half the budget making them wear their suits. But the other guy, he loves his suit. It's 80% of the reason he took this job. Which he immediately finds out was a bad choice, as Deadpool and Princess come falling from the sky and landing right on these clowns. And Mr. 80% just got eaten. And Deadpool thinks that they've landed quiet enough to sneak around, but is quickly hit with a reality check as he's surrounded by more guards cocking back on their weapons. But Deadpool and Princess make quick work of these unfortunate goons. But it's not over yet, as Deadpool congratulates Princess on a job well done. They never looked up until it was too late, and an RPG comes in flying their way. And after the huge explosion, Deadpool loses an arm and is all kinds of concussed. But the only thing that really hurts him is when he sees Princess, who's majorly affected by the fire and forced to slither away. And now a pissed off, one-armed Deadpool slowly gets up as the guy with the RPG walks him down, and Deadpool tells him, "It's hard to describe just how much you're gonna regret blowing up my dog, Pierre." But RPG guy replies to him, "Pierre was the name of the first man your dog ate, idiot." And then he breaks Deadpool's leg. Then he tells Deadpool to heal from this as he pulls out a freaking blowtorch. But Deadpool stops him for a second and he says to the guy, "I just got one question for you before you cook me. You ever see Chainsaw Man?" "What the hell is that?" the guy asks just before he's chomped down on by a fully re-enlarged Princess. "Never mind, you probably hate it," Deadpool replies. And now Deadpool is just happy that Princess is still alive. Because if he'd lost her too, but Princess interrupts him and tells him that she's okay. She just had to go off and eat a few guys to grow her body back. As Deadpool collects his arm and they head inside of this house. And Princess notes that she really likes this house. It's big enough for her to walk around in, and she asks Deadpool if they could ever get a house like this. But Deadpool tells her that they might have had a chance at some point, but those days are behind us now, Princess. And then they head to the next room, and Deadpool has Princess to sniff behind the walls of this out-of-place bookshelf for a secret entrance, which she does and confirms that it is indeed one. So Deadpool places an explosive on the bookshelf and sets it off, sending the people on the other side flying. Then Deadpool walks through to the other side, and he finds one of the guys under some rubble. And he asks him, "Where's his boss?" "Go to hell," this guy replies to Deadpool, but wrong answer, as Deadpool pulls the trigger and takes this guy's hand off. Then he uses the finger from their hand to activate a biometric sensor that opens the door, revealing the target, who's pissed at the fake hammer space bag he bought off a guy in an alley as he tries to pack up all the money here. Then Deadpool walks into the bunker. "This is gonna be the easiest money we've ever made," Deadpool tells Princess. "Henry, old pal, be a sport and let me kill you for some cold, hard Canadian cash. I'm really going through a lot right now." Get away from me," Henry replies as he runs off with his bag of money and opens a portal. But it's not close enough for Henry to portal to the other safe house, so he has to get a bit closer, and he jumps through this portal. And Deadpool, now realizing that Henry's a portal guy, he loves portal guys. Except this portal closes before Deadpool makes it all the way through and his legs are cut off. But Princess tells Deadpool to grab onto her, and they'll catch this guy before he gets away. As Henry runs into a guy on a motorcycle and just throws this poor guy through a random portal. What a cruel and fun gift. My bad, y'all. But Princess chases him through the traffic as a stubby Deadpool hangs on. And as they chase this guy, jumping through portals and weaving through traffic, Deadpool finally pulls out his strap and puts a bullet in the tire, sending Henry tumbling off the bike. And as Deadpool threatens to put the next bullet into Henry, Henry begs for him not to do it. He can pay double, triple, he'll do anything. Not, as he opens up a portal beneath him and dives in. But Deadpool wastes no time and he dives in right after Henry. But unfortunately, Princess can't come as the portal closes behind Deadpool. And when Deadpool comes through the other side of the portal, it's a boarded up home. And as he hits the corner hoping to see Henry, he sees some new cloaked figure with blue flames coming from his hands. And he's holding Henry's lifeless body. And now a pissed off Deadpool comes in firing at this guy that's just wiped out his bounty. But none of the bullets even touch this guy as he holds up his hands, stopping them all dead in their tracks. And then he tells Deadpool that he appears to have more fight than the last guy. Maybe your death will be worth something. And then this guy decides to try and put his theory to the test. And he chants a spell at Deadpool, but it seems to do nothing much to him as Deadpool comes in rushing, blades out. This guy has no idea how much Deadpool cares about that money that this guy's just cost him. And now this new guy taunts Deadpool to come and show him. And the two men begin to clash, and Deadpool, forever being a jokester that he is, drops a pun about splitting the bounty with this guy, which causes the guy to realize that Deadpool isn't like the other killers, and he asks his name, to which Deadpool answers. And just as Deadpool answers with his name, this guy slips those magic fingers right through Deadpool's stomach, and then tells Deadpool that his name doesn't seem well earned. And then he splits Deadpool's side, and then he turns and removes his mask. And then he says that with a name like that, he'd hoped Deadpool would be stronger, but it appears he wasn't. As this guy walks away, leaving Deadpool for dead and opening a portal while saying that it's unfortunate because he'd really like to find someone worthy of teaching him. And then before he could finish that statement or walk through the portal, he catches a blade right through his back by Deadpool, who finds it rude that this guy would just blow his back out and not say goodbye. And now this guy asks Deadpool, "How did you live? You cannot die, can you?" That is an auspicious revelation, as he cracks a smile. Still, while Deadpool's blade is in his back, but then this guy releases an energy that just blasts Deadpool right up off of him. Then he chants another incantation while removing the blade from his back. And then he tells Deadpool that he now has his attention. Few people have managed to sneak up on him, and he'll be sure to return the favor in kind. As Deadpool then launches a whole handful of grenades at this guy, but they do nothing but open a pathway for this guy to just walk right through. And as he walks through it, he tells Deadpool that "I'll be seeing you around, Deadpool. I think we're going to create something truly beautiful together." And then this guy is gone. Then Deadpool stumbles out of this house and he thinks to himself that maybe this new psycho on his tail will be a welcome distraction, but he's going to need to find out who the hell this psycho is first. But this could be good for him. Anything to get Deadpool out of his thoughts is a win. And he hasn't had a win in a while. Then he sits down on the steps of this home and again starts to think about his life and his bad choices as he looks at pictures of his human daughter on his phone. But then he's met by Princess, who was finally able to pick up on his scent and is happy to find him. And she asks Deadpool if he finished the job, but He had to explain to her that he didn't because he actually kind of botched it. But then he starts to get a phone call, and on the other line, the person tells Wade that a mutual friend says that he's in a rough spot and might be looking for work. And when he asks which friend this might be, we see that it's Agent Gal on the other line, someone who's been a thorn in the side of Miles Morales lately. And she tells Wade that the person that told her is the kind of person who also does mercenary work. And she's putting together a team, and Deadpool came highly recommended from a fellow freelancer. But Deadpool's not interested in her offer. He's already hitched his wagon to one merc group, and he got nothing but heartbreak, and he hangs up the phone on Gal. Then as he and Princess walk off, he tells her that he had a thought while he was impaling that nice goth man, that this was the most fun he'd had in ages, and maybe he should find that thing that brings him passion again. What's that, asks Princess. Money, Deadpool tells her. And I just had a completely organic, original idea to open up our own mercenary business. And Princess is like, that sounds a lot like what that lady was just pitching. But Deadpool tells her, not at all. Ours will be much better because it'll be us running it. A startup for the modern age. Tomorrow morning, we're putting together a team. As we then pick up elsewhere, later on, as there's a mystic type ceremony going on with more mysterious chanting. And one of the cloaked figures walks up to another offering bindings for his master's wounds. But he's told by his master that he has no need for those, as it is revealed that this is the new guy that just fought with Deadpool, and he finishes telling his minion that we let our scars speak for themselves, for they have been earned. Besides, this is a night of celebration. It seems I finally found one unencumbered by death. We must seek the lessons he can teach us, be humbled before it, and embrace the knowledge that there's no escaping death's grip. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we get a little extra epilogue here of meanwhile in Flagstaff, Arizona, with a little girl that's trying to catch a lizard. She's been trying all afternoon to catch this lizard, and she's got some questions for it. But then she recognizes a voice that tells her to be careful, Ellie, and turns to see that it's her dad, Wade Wilson, a.k.a. Deadpool. And she's so excited to see him, and she jumps into his arms. And he admits that it's been way too long, but he knew that the Prestons would do a way better job at parenting her than he ever could. And now she realizes that he hasn't come to take her with him. So why are you here, she asks him. And he tells her that he knows who he is, and he never wanted that for her. But he also knows that this is his burden to carry. And then he gives her a cell phone and tells her that this is a direct line straight to him. He's the only number in it. And no matter what, it goes through, day or night, rain or snow. Then Ellie begins to cry, and she asks Wade why he's giving her this. And he tells her so she'll have a reminder that he's always there and that he's only a call away. Then he tells her that he's sorry for not always being there, but he's looking to change that. And she tells him that she misses him. And then she's called inside by her guardian for a delivery that's almost there. So she gives her dad a big hug, and she asks him when she's going to see him again. But he tells her that he doesn't know, but she'll hear him if she calls. He swears it. And then they tell each other that they love each other. And then Ellie runs back in the house. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the issue. So there it is, folks. We got new Deadpool back. What did you guys think? And how did you like that softer dad side of Deadpool? And what did you guys think about this new guy, Death Grip? Do you think that he'll be a formidable foe for Deadpool? And who are you guys wanting to be on Deadpool's new mercenary team? With the new Deadpool movie dropping this summer, I think expectations for this series will be through the roof. So hopefully writer Cody Ziegler can live up to them. But I thought it was kind of cool issue though to start off with. And I'm looking forward to seeing where this series goes. But you guys go ahead and leave your comments, and I'll make sure to respond to them when I can. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video and this channel, and you'd like to support the channel, then you can do so by joining the Iconic Fan Club channel membership. And there'll be a link in the description to join. But with your membership, you'll gain access to weekly interactive live streams with yours truly. And we can talk about everything that's been going down in these issues, as well as other comic book news and other issues. And issues that you would like for me to go over on this channel. Plus, you get a chance to preview what's to come. And you guys will get loyalty badges, member shoutouts, and more. Or you guys could donate to the channel with a super thanks. And if you're not able to do either of those, then you can still be a huge help to the future of this channel by dropping a like, share, and subscribing to Comics Icons for more icons in the comic book world. But ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. I'm out. Peace.